Hey y'all, this is HansETX. Thanks for stopping back by again this week and for subscribing. Man, have you ever gotten that new toy that you can't wait to show your hunting buddies? And y'all probably know what I'm talking about. You know that new toy you swear is going to help you finally get that 300-pound hog? Well, since I see y'all stopping by and checking out the videos every week, and I consider y'all part of my group of hunting buddies, I'm excited about sharing my new toy with you. Now, I don't know if it's going to help me get that 300-pound hog that's been tearing up my field, but this is definitely going to make my life easier. And what we have here is the Pulsar Quantum Lite Monocular, and this is my field review. Now, I'm going to let you see this thing in action, but check it out in the daylight first. Now, before we get into seeing some of the footage through the Pulsar Quantum Lite Monocular, I want to show you a little bit about the functionality of it. Now, we're going to get to see here in a little bit some of the footage through it in different modes and how to make different adjustments. But right now I'm just going to show you some of the easy stuff and how your hand sits on it and where the buttons are laid out and all of that. But first thing on the top, we've got your on-off button, you've got your calibrate button, and your mode button with the rangefinder. Now the on-off button, Pulsar is advertising or marketing a 2-second startup. I found it to be a little bit longer of a setup time other than that, but it wasn't so much that it was annoying. So it definitely wasn't 2 seconds though. Now your calibrate button, you have 3 different calibrations. You have an automatic, you have a manual, and a semi-automatic. So to improve image quality, you can push that button while you're using the monocular. Also you have your, this is where you use your zoom button. So it has 3 different zooms on it, and also by holding this down, it will change it from white hot to black hot, and also your rangefinder. So you'll see that in some of the video footage as well. One of the things that I really like the design about this monocular really is the lens cap and the easy opening and closing of this thing. I know we've all dealt with different lens caps and trying to keep up with them, but really this one's just an easy turn. Open and shut, and it's real easy to manage, and really you're doing all this stuff in the dark, so you're trying to, you know, your memory, it's like a remote control on your TV trying to control it at night. You have all the buttons memorized. It's the same thing. You have your menu dial, so this is how you get through your different modes. By holding this down for a couple seconds, you can go through and change the different modes that you're in, and also you can adjust your brightness up and down. There's also a couple different focusing adjustments that you can make right here on the eyepiece diopter adjustment setting, the ring right here, and the lens focusing adjustment ring right here. So there's a couple of different places that you can adjust the clarity and the clearness of the picture. The Pulsar Quantum Lite Monocular also has a couple different mounting options. It has a rail option and a tripod mount that you can install to set up very easily. And for those of you that like to video some of your footage, it does have a video out plug right here that you can hook up to an MDVR, and an external battery pack plug for extra long battery life. Now I've put a couple, it holds 4 AA batteries, and I put 4 lithium AA batteries in it a couple weeks ago, and it's still fully charged. So the lithium AA batteries will last a long time, but there's your battery input right there. So now let's get into some of the views and how to change a little bit of some of these settings, and you'll get to see some of the footage. So I got with my good friends at Outdoor Legacy Gear and decided to move forward with the Pulsar Quantum Lite Thermal Monocular, really for 3 main reasons. The first one being the quality of the Pulsar name and the great products that they've been putting out for a while now. The second is the value that I was able to get this thermal monocular at, which this unit you can get for a little under $1,700. It's the least expensive thermal monocular that you can purchase at this high quality level. And the last reason is just convenience, the ability to be able to hold a monocular and scan a field for hogs, and as opposed to holding up a rifle for 2 or 3 hours and wearing your arms out. And really the cops and the neighbors don't think it's too cool to drive down the county road with a rifle pointed out your window scanning a field for hogs. So those are my reasons for purchasing the Pulsar. Check out some of the features. Now, one of the advantages to the Pulsar Quantum Lite Thermal Monocular is the fact that it has a rangefinder, which is missing from a lot of thermal scopes that you'll find. And I found it to be pretty accurate. Now, it's not as accurate as a laser rangefinder, but it'll get you within 5 or 10 yards. There's also very quick and easy adjustments that you can make to brightness and you can do this on the fly by turning the dial up and down, as well as from changing from white hot to black hot. By holding the menu dial down for 2 seconds, it sends you to the menu where you have the option to change into different color modes, and really whichever you prefer, but really 100% of the time I'm using white hot for scanning and identification. The last feature that I'd like to share with you are the 3 quick operating modes. The first one is City, that has enhanced contrast. The second is Forest, that has low contrast and is good for black hot. And the third is Identification for improved detail rendering. Really, these are just quick adjustments that you can make while you're out in the field, depending on if you prefer white hot or black hot, but it will improve picture clarity and give you an overall better image. Now, very quickly, here are all the specs, and I'm also going to include all this in the description of the video, as well as a direct link that you can go and look at this product online. But this is the Pulsar Quantum Lite XQ23V. It's a 384 by 288 resolution, 50 megahertz refresh rate, and 17 microns with a 1.8 to 7.2 zoom.
Hey y'all, it's HansETX. Thanks for coming back again this week. Used the new Pulsar Monocular. Was able to scout this small group of hogs that came out. Man, these little ones are, they're hard to hit and they run fast, but got this one. I think I got one more down that's deeper in the woods. This one ran about, I don't know, 10, 15 yards or so, but was really able to scout it out with this Pulsar without holding my rifle the whole time. So was really, really pleased with the way that it worked and the quality of the video. Appreciate y'all watching. Come back next week. We're doing stuff like this every week, man. And look forward to seeing y'all again. Good luck in the fields.
Now here are your prime evening hog hunting times for this week. Please be sure to stop back by again next week and check these out. We got more videos on the left, and please subscribe on the right. See y'all next week.